Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name is Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
7:31. 66 degrees outside. Good to have you along. Get that turned up just a little bit.
How are you, Dave? You look great.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Phillies are doing good, so I'm doing all right.
The Phillies?
Yeah, I'm kind of liking the Phillies right now. They're looking good. And
Oh, here we
I'm a
go.
patriotic guy, and Philadelphia Freedom.
Well, I'm happy for you. You found another team to hop on the bandwagon of.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Sure. Yeah, I'm enjoying the Phillies' success right now as a fan.
Yeah. So I suppose that you've kind of been following the Phillies for a while. You probably always, way down deep inside, I'm sure you've always been a Phillies fan.
I'm getting choked up.
Yeah.
Just because Philadelphia Freedom and the Phillies, and they're kind of, just watch them off to the side. I'm just happy to see them doing well.
Yeah. Well, I'm so happy for you.
How's the Cubs doing?
You had to go there, didn't you? Well, I'm not a bandwagon fan. I love my team through the good and the bad. And I even watched the Cubs last night. I'll be the first to say I didn't make it through the whole game. But I did watch them. I supported them last night. And so yeah, they're rebuilding. Although the Cubs management is saying, "No, we don't like that term." They don't like that term, rebuild. But when you sell off half your team at the trade deadline, I don't know what else it could be. But that's all right. We're building for the future, and I can't wait to see what the future holds.
Well, I like your optimism. I do.
Thanks.
It's nice that you...
And I will be rewarded, because when my team starts winning again...
Yeah.
It wasn't because I stayed with them. You know what I mean? I just don't jump from team to team just because of what they're doing during the year.
No, that's not it at all. Not at all.
It's not.
No.
Oh, the fact that the Phillies have won, 8, 9 in a row and all of a sudden are in first place in the division, that has nothing to do with you being a Phillies fan all of a sudden.
You remember when I sent you the picture from the Cubs field, Wrigley, a number of years ago? When
you were there.
We were there. We were taking pictures, and I sent you a picture. Who were they playing?
Well, I'm not so sure it wasn't the Phillies.
It was Philadelphia Freedom. And I kind of took a liking to them from that point on. Of course, I still like my team, Detroit, the Tigers. I'll love them forever. But right now, I'm enjoying the Phillies' success.
So you have a team. Let's face it, the Tigers aren't doing well.
No, they're not.
They're kind of toward the bottom of the division. Probably not going to make the playoffs.
No, they won't.
So you have a team, but you're going to hop on the bandwagon of another team just because they're winning.
Well, it's not like that at all. You're just not following my train of thought here.
I can't handle that.
Okay, well, we'll move along.
As a sports fan of certain teams, I can't believe that.
Well, they're pretty good right now, and they need my support.
I'm sure they do.
It's National Polka Day today.
Good. Let's play some polka music.
Well, we'll have to use... I don't know if this guy's working or not. He didn't work last week, did he?
I don't know.
I don't think he's operating.
Oh, we'll find a way.
I think the...
and I'm sure other people out there do too. I have to admit, my wife and I watch the Molly B. Polka Show from time to time on RFD TV.
So let me get this straight.
And I know other folks do too. I'm going to admit it live on the air.
Last week you admitted to the fact that you don't like to try new foods, that you like mac and cheese and mashed potatoes and gravy.
It's not that I won't try new foods. It's just, I'm not real adventurous when it comes to eating.
But
I'll
you
be
will,
the first one to admit it.
with Shelley,
What?
watch polka.
We have occasionally, yes. I believe it's on Saturday night, 9 o'clock.
Oh, my Lord. All right, moving along.
All right.
It's National Rice Pudding Day.
Okay.
Folks out there have been eating rice pudding since the 1600s. It's not just a dessert, by the way. Some people have it for breakfast.
I've never had rice pudding.
I'm not sure I have either. If I have, it must not have really rang a
I
bell.
don't really like pudding.
I'm not a pudding guy either.
Yeah.
Chocolate pudding, yeah,
Yeah.
once in a while. It's also National Book Lovers Day. So
Oh,
it's time
well,
for yeah.
Your wife must be enjoying today.
Oh,
she
yes.
loves books.
Yes. If you are a book lover, go ahead. I know you don't want to, but take back that copy of Catcher in the Rye that you borrowed from the library a long, long time ago. Birthdays today. Sam Elliott is 77 today.
Sam Elliott.
Deep
Oh, wow.
voice, giant mustache, starred in The Ranch, and also played the stranger in the cult film The Big Lebowski. He was super in that.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Never
yeah,
saw it.
he was excellent in that.
When I think of Sam Elliott, I think of the Westerns
Yeah,
that he was in.
you bet.
He plays a great cowboy.
Gillian Anderson, 53, actress. Despite her role as Margaret Thatcher in The Crown, she's best known for playing Scully on The X-Files.
Mm-hmm.
And Alexa Bliss is 30 today. You'd probably know her if you've watched polka and wrestling.
She's a wrestler.
The
WWE.
WWE. Yeah, gosh, you know all these crazy things. First woman to have won both the Raw and SmackDown women's titles. No news to you. And real quick, before we play the game, I thought this was an interesting one, if I can find it. Slowest pitch recorded over the weekend. Did you catch that?
I saw video of it. It was a position player, I believe,
Yeah.
for Texas, right?
Yeah.
I think
Right,
Brock
Rangers.
Holt was his name.
Mhm.
And he came in and he threw a 31-mile-an-hour pitch. And this thing lofted clear up in the air and came down right in the strike zone.
Well, they said it was the slowest pitch since the so-called pitch tracking era. Now, I do remember back years ago there was a pitcher, I don't remember what team and how long he played, but every once in a while he would throw a blooper in like that. I don't remember which player it was, but he would get strikes every once in a while that way, but I don't know if they were tracking yet then or not.
Yeah.
So, all right. Go Philly. Come on, Phil.
You make me sick.
Ah, baby. Philadelphia Freedom.
Every sports fan out there who is a fan of a team, I mean a true die-hard, through the good, through the bad fan, is just going crazy right now with the way you hop on the bandwagon of teams. Ugh.
That's not the way it is, but if you feel that way, go ahead and get it off your chest. I don't mind.
So I assume you're probably going to get a Phillies hat, or maybe you have one already. Have a Phillies hat already.
I don't even have a Tigers hat. I don't get a
really?
lot of that sort of thing.
No, you don't. That's true.
Just wear the same shirt every day. And I
Put
have
on the same socks and the same jeans.
my Evans Feed hat does me well. When I really get fancy, I put on my 95.3 Thunderbird hat.
Yeah,
That's for good only.
yeah. I
Dress
saw
up.
you wearing that last week. You look good in it.
In the fair activities, I did wear it. Sometimes it helps when you approach kids if you look like you're from a company rather than an old man chasing kids around.
That's good.
All right, let's play the game. I
Well,
believe
let's
we'll
do
get
it.
the grocery card in here today. And by the way, I should let you know, because Brent had a funny look on his face when we first went on here. If the sound is a little bit different today, Saturday we had something happen to our processor.
Oh,
And so Joan and I went to Kearney Saturday evening and picked up a backup processor from our engineer, Val Lane, who went and took it out of another installation so we could have it. So we waited for him to get it out. It's a very expensive processor.
ooh,
I wish we had it.
uh-huh,
The problem being it has a lot of settings on it,
uh-huh.
and Val is in Omaha, and hopefully I'll get together with him today on the phone and get some of the finer details worked out. But otherwise, we wouldn't be on the air. So if it sounds a
Oh.
little funky, it's right now left to mono setting, and I can't get it off left to mono. Should be in stereo.
I see.
But it's a beautiful processor that I don't even know how he trusted us with it, because I
Wow.
could really screw it up. So we got that in yesterday morning and worked on it for several hours, and I promised Joan we'd go to the movies. So I quit about 3 o'clock so that we could go see the movie, and I couldn't figure it out anyway. So hopefully Val and I will get together on the phone sometime today, and it'll sound a little more normal to you. So if it sounds a little bit strange, that's the true story.
But
Philadelphia.
we're on the air.
We're on the
That's
air,
the
and I
big
didn't
thing.
want to take a chance. This is a big week. We got racing all week long.
And we do have a few things to cover
Yeah.
this week.
So we'll get it worked out hopefully today.
Okay, sounds good. What movie did you go see, can I ask?
Oh, it was
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
well, I can never think of the name of movies. It was about a necklace. I really like the actor. Anyway,
Okay.
it's pretty good.
All right.
My wife's going crazy right now. The Bourne guy, the guy who played the Bourne.
Oh, you went and saw Stillwater.
Yeah,
Oh,
Stillwater.
was it good?
It's very good.
Yeah, I've heard, I mean, critically it's getting, I think, rave reviews.
My wife wants to watch it again. I don't know if I would or not. It was very one of those that, very dramatic. Let's say that. Watch it. You'll want to see it because he's so good in everything.
Yeah.
Matt, my good friend Matt.
Yeah, Matt Damon. Yeah. I'm sure you've seen all his movies. I bet he's a Phillies fan, too.
Probably.
I think he's a Red Sox fan.
Oh, that's why
Not
Joan.
sure.
Joan probably likes him even more for that.
Maybe I'm thinking of Ben Affleck.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
I don't know.
I can't remember their names or the name of the movie. It was good though, and the popcorn was delicious.
Good.
You want to play the game?
Yeah, let's do. We're going to play it now, honestly. All right, we've been asking questions about MTV. It hit the airwaves on August 1st, 1981. So to celebrate the 40th anniversary, here's a question regarding MTV. Now, as MTV went along, they created the show Unplugged.
Yes, I watched that.
Extremely popular. Artists would show up on the show and just do things acoustically.
Clapton was one that comes to mind.
Yes. So our question is, which of these artists never did an episode of Unplugged?
Never did.
Nope, we're going to give you 4 artists. We want to know which one never did Unplugged on MTV.
Did you say never?
Never.
Okay.
Here's your choices. Neil Young, Nirvana, Britney Spears, or Pearl Jam. Which of those never did an episode of the MTV show Unplugged? If you know the answer, call us at 872-2801.
Take a moment to think about the outdoor space at your home. Could it use freshening up or a complete change? Look no further than the Garden Center for help. They just got a new shipment of nice and full trees in. They still have beautiful perennials, as well as shrubs, soil, washed mud rock to fill things in, and their bagged mulch is back in. The Garden Center has moved to their summer hours, open Tuesday to Friday 10 to 5:30, Saturday 10 to 2, and closed Sunday and Monday. The Garden Center in Broken Bow.
Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency is excited to have Tim with Troxel Insurance join our team. Hi, this is Liana, and I'm looking forward to working with new and current clients at our Broken Bow location on any life and health insurance needs, including all things Medicare related. Medicare open enrollment begins October 15th, but it's not too early to call with questions or start setting up appointments. Call the Broken Bow office to set an appointment at 308-872-6996 or stop in at 914 South D Street and see what Tim and the Nebraska Owners Insurance team can do for you.
7:45. We didn't get a call. That may mean that I didn't flip the switch in the back. I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and answer that one.
Okay, let's do. Which of these artists never did an episode of Unplugged? Britney Spears
Sure.
never did an episode of Unplugged. Although that would have been really interesting had she.
Yeah. I'm not going to say anything more than that. I'm just so pumped up about the Philadelphia Phillies.
You sound good in mono.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Probably better in mono, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's left to mono or mono to left. I can't remember.
Whatever that is.
I was totally confused all day yesterday.
Yeah.
It's one of those days like you probably have at the grocery store once in a while.
No, everything's always perfect. Day.
Why up on the hill on a Sunday? You know, that's just the way it goes.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, how's things at the grocery cart?
Grocery cart is going well. Yeah, we're rolling along into August, almost mid-August now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
School's going to start this week and such, so I guess that signals the closing of the year eventually here. So, yeah.
It's also increasing the amount of cereal that will be served going into the school year, I think.
Yeah, back to school for sure. Back to school meals, lunches, snacks for after school, plenty of Gatorade and sports drinks for the athletes. So a lot of good stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us what's on special.
Yeah, let's do it. August 9th through the 15th is this ad run. And, of course, we always want to start our list over in the meat department at the grocery cart. We've got 85% lean ground round, only $4.28 a pound. Center cut boneless pork chops, $2.58 a pound. Sirloin tip steaks, $5.48 a pound. And grocery cart's own homemade pork sausage, always a favorite, $3.18 a pound. So definitely pick up all that and more. We also have Supreme Choice salmon fish fillets, 16-ounce package, $6.48. Farmland pork sausage rolls or links, $1.98. Bar S Franks, 3 for $4. Fairberry red hot dogs, 32-ounce package, only $7.98. So if you're looking for some grilling items, we still have plenty of those. It is definitely still summer, so enjoy all that and more from the meat department. And if you have any needs for gathering, definitely talk to Andrew, and he will get you set up with the proteins that you need. Dairy deals this week. Go-Gurt, that's a great item to have in the fridge for the kids after school. Nice snack. Yoplait Go-Gurt tubes, 2 for $4. Pure Leaf tea, only 2 for $4. Best Choice butter in a pound package, $2.88. Kemp's orange juice, 2 for $4. Frozen foods department, we have some great ice cream specials, among other things, this week. Best Choice ice cream pails, 4-quart, $3.98 each. Blue Bunny ice cream select varieties. Now these would be the core flavors plus the specialty flavors there. So get a package of that maybe if you enjoy the mix-ins. 2 for $7 at the frozen foods department. Always enjoy those orange tag savings throughout the store. That's the temporary price reductions. You can find those in every department, especially dairy, frozen, and grocery as you walk through the aisles at the GK. Grocery savings this week. We've got Pepsi products and Coke products on deal. We've got 12-pack cans and 8-pack bottles, 3 for $13. Bounty and Charmin paper products, $9.98 each. Frito-Lay Doritos, $2.48 per bag. So definitely pick up all that. And then these items as well, 88 cents for Best Choice pasta sauce. Goes great with the Barilla pasta, 4 for $5. And Best Choice ketchup, got to have that in the fridge or the pantry, 78 cents each. Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, great for making sloppy joes or topping off those ribs or any pork smoked meal, 2 for $5 on the Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. Farm Fresh Produce, you can still get some great deals for the summer this week. Cherries are kind of on their way out, but I think we got in a shipment today, so definitely get in for the last of those this season. We also have summer ripe peaches or nectarines, $1.98 a pound. Extra fancy Fuji apples, 98 cents a pound. Red or green seedless grapes, $1.78 a pound. And of course the red ripe watermelon, $4.98 each. Red ripe strawberries, 1 pound clamshell, 2 for $6. New crop clementines, 3-pound bag, $4.48 each. And then Bartlett pears, always delicious, $1.48 a pound. And yellow onions, 78 cents a pound. That's just the tip of the iceberg. There's much more to enjoy from that farm fresh produce. And we have more Fay, Alberta canning peaches in the lugs that came in today. So get with the produce department on those if you're still needing those. Limited supply. I believe we got in 50 cases again this week. So get your order in, and those won't last very long, as they probably did not last week. So
Yeah.
let's see. Fresh deli this week. We've got these items on ad. Kretschmar Munster cheese. Don't know if that's how you pronounce it or not, but $6.28 a pound. Kretschmar Black Angus roast beef. I know you pronounce that. $9.98 a pound. And Mrs. Jerry's deviled egg potato salad, one of my favorites, $2.98 a pound. Check out the deli for many lunchbox friendly ideas. You got your school year coming up, and they've got a lot of grab-and-go items over there that would be good for the kids as well, and the adults and in the family if you're looking for something quick. And, of course, you got your Chester's chicken all the time, hot, fresh, ready, always tasty. You've got your tenders that are 4 for $5 all the time, so that's a great deal there. And then you can buy Chester's chicken packs with sides, always convenient, and then all the other options that the deli offers as well. And then you don't want to forget that sushi area just adjacent. They're friendly neighbors to the deli over there. Always a good item to try, or if you have favorites, definitely pick it up for supper for yourself and the family.
All right. Sounds like you're rolling into the school year.
Right.
No doubt
Have you
about it.
all tried the sushi yet?
No.
Well, see, Brent doesn't try new foods,
I'm not very adventurous in my eating habits.
but I have to admit I have not tried it either.
Yeah,
And I would like to. I just haven't.
Right. Brent would probably try it if it was maybe some hot dog or burgers rolled with American cheese.
You know, mac and cheese.
Well, now that you say that, yeah, that kind of sounds
But they don't
appealing.
make those over
they
there,
don't.
unfortunately.
Okay. All right.
Oh, and by the way, you can get the sushi cooked, right?
Well, there's all sorts of options. Yes,
Yeah.
there's veggie options where it's a California type roll with just vegetables on, because they roll certain items inside a roll of seaweed wrap and rice, and so then there's veggie options. There's cooked options, so shrimp, other like crab meat that's already, of course, cooked.
Right.
And then there's also raw options for those that enjoy that as well. So.
And I don't know. I know you can't listen to the breakfast show all the time, but we were talking last week about people who are willing to try new things, new foods, are more desirable to the opposite sex.
Nice.
Yeah, that was in CBS report we got, and then I found out this morning that Brent and Shelley watched the polka show. Is that on Saturday nights?
Yes, the Molly B. Polka show. Polka party.
Polka show. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
polka.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the music. And I think you should try some. If you'll try the sushi, I will, Brent. I want to get you kind of going.
I think we should do a live remote out there someday with you two, and we'll.
Why
give
don't we
you a
just come
sushi
out
roll.
and do a breakfast? Well, just rather than you come here,
Yeah.
we just come out there. Will it be ready that time of day?
Yeah.
Oh, well, let's do that, Brent. Because
Brent's getting a little nervous.
Okay.
I think it's worth it to be more attractive to your spouse.
Mm.
I know I could use some of that at my house.
Your wives would be very impressed with,
yeah.
if you learned the skills of the chopsticks.
Oh,
Wow.
that would probably send him over the top.
Right.
If we could actually eat with a chopstick. Or sticks, I guess, used too.
Yeah. I don't
You
know.
could skewer it.
I've never even tried them. I don't know. Yeah, that could be interesting, to say the least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you run chopsticks before?
Oh, yeah. See, I was like you guys at one point. I didn't think I would ever try sushi. It was in my mind that, oh, nope, there's that wall. I'm not crossing that line. And then I finally went out with my girls, my daughters and my wife, and to a sushi place. And I noticed they had a beef option. And I keep trying to talk our guys into making a beef roll here, but they have not done it yet. But I think it would be a great idea if they did.
It would hit, it would do well.
Anyway, so I started off kind of cheating with a beef roll. It was called a Husker roll or a Nebraska roll, and at this place that we had had it in Omaha, and since then I've really enjoyed it. The cooked options. I'll admit I don't eat the raw options. I'm not that brave, but to those that do, I understand why. I'm sure there's nothing wrong with the flavor of it's probably great.
Yeah.
I just
I had sushi once by accident on a fishing trip to Canada.
Yeah.
And they forgot the frying pan and stuff when you went out, and then they made a shore lunch.
Right.
And so he took the Northern Pike and put a stick through it and put it over the fire. And part of it was cooked, but part of it was raw. So I've had that experience, but I have to tell you, it wasn't that great of an experience.
Right. Totally understand.
Yeah. So let's plan on going out, Brent, and trying it. We'll just get somebody in here a little early, and you and I can go out, and or we could go out at 8 and maybe delay our show a little bit. That would work. Would that work, Steve?
Yeah, let's make it work.
All right, let's do it, Brendan. You will be so happy, and Shelley will. She'll have eyes for you like you've never imagined.
Okay.
I don't think I've seen Brent squirm quite that much.
He can't even get on his island this morning.
I just love how Dave puts me in these situations.
Well, I kind of helped, I think.
You did. I appreciate that, Steve.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to
Well,
add
I know one thing we can all agree that is great is frosted cinnamon rolls. There's 4-count fresh baked cinnamon rolls this week, 2 for $5. Angel Food Cake, 2 for $5. And Clyde's Donuts, 2 for $5. Apparently that's the bakery price of choice this week. And then don't forget the rewards bonus items. I won't go through them. Plenty of great items there to save plenty of money on and earn a bunch of points, and then use those points towards free items at the grocery store, the GK, and then gas discounts at Casey's if you wish. So definitely use that rewards card.
All right. And of course, when you pull up or you drive by and the parking lot is full, which by golly it usually is, that doesn't mean there's not some place to park, because you have a lot of parking on the west side of the building. So just pull on in and take the west side if the front's busy, and
absolutely,
there's always room in the store. You can have both parking lots full and there's still room in the store. So.
Seems like it, and we appreciate all the wonderful customers that do come in the doors, and hope that everyone has a great rest of their summer and all the kids have a fantastic school year coming up.
All right. Thanks, Steve.
Thanks
for coming in.
You bet.
And thank you, Brent, for agreeing to go out and try some sushi.
Did I agree?
I don't know if you did.
I don't know if I've actually agreed yet or not, but sounds like I'm going to do it.
We'll get a contract drawn up.
Yeah.
Yeah, got to get it on paper. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
News is next.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KPVN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. One of New York Governor Andrew Cuomo's accusers has spoken exclusively to CBS This Morning and the Albany Times-Union about what happened to her.
He groped me. He touched me, not only once, but twice.
She is the first to pursue criminal charges. Canada reopened its border to fully vaccinated COVID-tested Americans this morning. CBS's Meg Oliver is on the New York side of Niagara Falls.
14 million visitors come here every year to soak in the sights and to feel the mist on their face. And this morning, for the first time in a year and a half, they're also able to cross over the border into Canada.
Canadians are still personae non grata in the U.S. A just-released UN report on climate change issues a stark warning. NOAA's Co Barrett.
What's new in this report is that we can now attribute many more changes at the global and regional level to human influence.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Here is a look at state news. I'm Jeremy Scheib. A man accused of fleeing a drug conspiracy charge in Nebraska more than 3 decades ago living under a false identity in Florida, has been sentenced to 4 years in prison. Howard D. Farley, Jr., 72, was sentenced Friday in Ocala Federal Court, according to court records. He pleaded guilty in April to passport fraud, aggravated identity theft, and operating as a pilot without a license. Farley was arrested in November at his Weirsdale home, about 50 miles northwest of Orlando. His wife, Dukhan Thi Vu, was also arrested and faces federal charges. Her trial is scheduled for October. According to a criminal complaint, Farley applied for a passport in February 2020 using the name, birth date, and social security number of a person who had died as an infant in 1955. He had previously used that identity in 2016 to obtain a pilot's license, officials said. In 1985, Farley and 73 others were indicted by a federal grand jury in Nebraska. Prosecutors had alleged that Farley was the, quote, drug kingpin on a railroad line used to move narcotics through the U.S. Records show that Farley was the only defendant not apprehended in the case. Those charges were dismissed in 2014. Fingerprints confirmed Farley's identity after his arrest, officials said. The Nebraska Supreme Court on Friday largely upheld an arbitrator's decision that an Omaha fire union leader should have been suspended rather than fired for his actions during an encounter with a black woman at a bar in 2018. The High Court mostly agreed with the district court judge who refused to vacate the arbitrator's decision in the case of Stephen LeClaire, president of the Omaha Firefighters Union. LeClaire was fired after a black woman alleged he made sexually suggestive comments to her at Tiger Tom's Pub in Omaha in November 2018, elbowed her in the back, and muttered the phrase, "white power." LeClaire was charged with assault and battery and disorderly conduct and later pleaded no contest to a misdemeanor assault charge. He disputed the woman's characterization of his comments, contending that he had said, "what white power," while trying to make a negative comment about white nationalist groups that he had been discussing with his colleagues earlier that night. He denied making sexual advances toward her. An arbitrator later determined that the decision to fire LeClaire was too extreme given his otherwise clean work record, service to the city, and more lenient punishments imposed on other city employees. LeClaire also argued that the firing was motivated by his prior political disputes with Omaha's Republican Mayor Gene Stothert. The city appealed the arbitrator's decision, but a Douglas County District judge upheld it and ordered the city to pay the fire union's legal fees for what she called a, quote, frivolous appeal. The state Supreme Court affirmed the judge's decision, but reversed her order that the city pay the union legal costs, saying the case was meritless but not frivolous. While we do not minimize or condone the acts LeClaire admitted to, much less those that he was accused of, all we are empowered to do is determine whether one of the narrow grounds on which courts may vacate arbitration awards applies, Justice Jonathan Papik wrote in the opinion. Governor Pete Ricketts has issued a new executive order that says he will help address the gasoline supply shortage in the Midwest. The Ricketts administration said Friday that the supply is short due to refineries closing for maintenance as they transition for winter. The order will temporarily waive hours of service restrictions for commercial drivers carrying gasoline and gasoline blends. All drivers carrying gasoline under this order will also need to carry a copy of the executive order. It will be effective through August 31st.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
In Major League Baseball games of note, the Phillies shut out the Mets 3-0 behind Zach Wheeler's complete Game 2 at shutout. Philadelphia sweeps the 3-game series from New York. They've got a 2-game lead on the Mets now in the NL East, and the Phillies have won 8 straight. Braves get by the Nationals 5-4. Atlanta is 2 back in the NL East race. Rays over the Orioles 9-6, while the Red Sox fell to the Blue Jays 9-8. So the Rays are now 4 up on Boston in the AL East. Giants beat the Brewers in Milwaukee 5-4 in a battle of division leaders. Tommy La Stella's RBI pinch hit single in the 8th inning broke a 4-4 tie for San Francisco. Dodgers beat the Angels 8-2. LA still 4 back at San Francisco in the NL West. White Sox are up a 3-game sweep of the Cubs with a 9-3 victory. Astros fall to the Twins 7-5. Houston's lead is now 2 on Oakland in the AL West, with the A's beating the Rangers 6-3. Oakland now percentage points up on Boston for the number 1 wildcard spot in the American League. And the Padres shut up the Diamondbacks 2-0. San Diego holds the number 2 wildcard spot in the National League.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, expecting hazy sunshine. Do pick up a slight chance for a late-day storm developing with high temperatures into the upper 90s. Then for tonight, a chance for showers and storms, low as 63. We're back to a good deal of sunshine on Tuesday, upper 80s for highs. For Wednesday, a plentiful sunshine up to 94. And Thursday, still sunny skies, upper 80s. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
One size fits all. That might be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Hi, I'm Janet Lawhorn, your local Edward Jones financial advisor. My most important goals are yours. That's why we take the time to understand your needs so we can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact me today, 308-872-6849. Knowing you. That's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
In their recent budget proposal, the White House Budget Office forecast inflation for 2021 at 2.1%. In June, the actual rate was 5.4%. The point? Inflation is here. It's coming faster than our government is prepared for, and their solution is to stick their heads in the sand. Now, don't stick your head in the sand. This is Dinesh D'Souza urging you to hedge against inflation by diversifying into gold and silver with Birch Gold Group. Through a little-known tax loophole, Birch Gold Group can help you convert your retirement savings tied to the stock market into an IRA backed by precious metals. I buy my gold from Birch Gold. They have an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau and countless 5-star reviews. Get a free information kit by texting the word PROTECT to 989898. Again, text PROTECT to 989898 to claim your free, no-obligation information kit and to speak with a precious metals expert on holding gold and silver in a tax-sheltered account.
68 degrees outside, real hazy out there this morning. Winds are light out of the south. Barometric pressure steady at 2983. Humidity at 65%. High yesterday, 92 with an overnight low of 66. Sunset today at 8:47. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:42. We have recorded 28 hundredths precipitation so far in this month of August on this 9th day. You're listening to The Breakfast Show. We appreciate that very much. Brent Apperson has now agreed to go with yours truly out to the grocery cart here one of these Monday mornings and try some sushi because neither one of us have done it. And we're going to expand our food horizons and therefore become more attractive to our spouses. That's the plan. Right on, Brent. Way to go, man.
Yeah, thanks for volunteering me for that. Because I think that's what happened.
I don't really think so. I think Steve invited you and encouraged you to come and try
but
it.
I'll do it. Okay.
Well, I bet it'll be good.
Probably will be. And that's, and as I think about it, it's not bad to broaden your horizons.
Right on. Now we're talking. And you can do that by going to fairs as well.
You can.
Go to big fairs, small town fairs, small county fairs. Enjoy it all. And you can do that this week at the Loup County World's Fair.
Oh, good. Taylor, I bet.
Yep, Taylor, Nebraska. They'll start Wednesday, August 11th with the 4-H show. Thursday's entry day for the craft fair, FFA cookout, 4-H night, and barrel racing. Friday, they'll have the small animal show for the 4-Hers, turtle races, kids fun in the park, laser tag, sponsored by Union Bank and Trust, the Kitty Parade, and the Billy J. Comedy Show on Friday. And on Saturday, they'll have the 4-H and FFA Livestock Show, Junior Rodeo, Calmus Cruisers Car Club Show and Shine, Grand Parade, and Beer Garden and Dance. Yeah, that's kind of a short list. They'll probably have more than that, but that's all taking place beginning Wednesday at Taylor, Nebraska. I feel real bad about last week, towards the end of the week.
Why is that? What happened toward the end of last week?
That Christy and I have been getting along so well.
I have kind of noticed that.
We're almost like brother and sister, or maybe in this case, grandpa and granddaughter, or uncle and niece. I don't know. That kind of family feeling.
Sure.
And I was really enjoying us getting along and not spatting.
Good.
And then along came Garth Brooks. And that's all she can think of now is Garth Brooks.
Well, it's this weekend.
Yeah.
I think Saturday, right?
Yeah, and I kind of got after her for abandoning us this week and weekend to go see Garth.
Mm-hmm.
And that was between her and Jeremy. That's Jeremy's call, not mine anymore.
That's right. Yeah, it's a good point.
So Jeremy must have said okay.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky her, because, well, anyway, I just felt like that's driven a wedge. Garth Brooks has ruined everything.
So you're blaming Garth Brooks?
Yes, it's Garth's fault.
For all of a sudden friction now.
Yeah.
Being in your relationship with Christy here at the radio station.
Started all over again. Now, do you know the Garth Brooks song that Jeremy played on Party Line the other day?
I have no idea. Is it the new one?
He played it. Let me see if I can find it.
No. Christy had me play a Garth Brooks song the other day on Party Line. His new one. Something about cowboys, I think. Oh. It was pretty good, really. It kind of took you back to the early days of Garth.
Is that what you like best, the early days?
I do, yes. Mm-hmm. I have to admit, when Garth first came out, I was as big of a fan as anybody. Still am. But, yeah, a big fan of his early stuff. Those first 3-4 albums, fantastic, in my opinion.
Then you just didn't like him as much, or?
Well, I don't know. I don't know about as much. It just seemed I just liked his earlier albums. Well, I still think No Fences is one of the greatest country albums of all time.
That's nice of you to say that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to find this song because I want to play it for Christy.
So you're kind of reaching out this morning.
Yes. And I wanted to play the one that Jeremy played last week on Party Line on Thursday when I worked with him. He didn't get it off of our playlist. I'm not sure. I'm not sure the name of it, but I'll find it before the show's over. I want to patch things up with Christy.
Okay.
I don't want to fight and bicker all the time. It doesn't get anybody
Well, that's
anywhere.
good because, I know Christy's excited. And I know of a lot of other people in this area who are headed to Lincoln this weekend for the concert. They're excited too, rightfully so.
Might be the last chance to see him because it sounds like he may discontinue his concerts due to the COVID situation.
Yeah, I think after the Lincoln and Kansas City ones, he's kind of putting the rest on hold for the moment.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I read.
Seeing what's going to happen, yeah. All right, well, we'll take a time out. We'll come back, and then we're going to talk about Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold, Nebraska.
Sounds good.
First, these words.
At the Callaway Good Life Center, their hometown facility offers the security and comfort of a small town with the advantages of city living. They offer speech, occupational, and physical therapy for their residents. Visit CallawayGoodLife.com for more information.
If you've been injured or recovering from surgery, your first priority is to treat your problem. At Team Physical Therapy, we will evaluate, treat, and educate you about your specific roadblocks. We offer many therapists to help. Stop by one of our locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, Gothenburg, and Kearney or call 872-5111. We have great resources online at myteampt.com or call 872-5111 Team Physical Therapy, together empowering able movement.
Imagine this. You go to your mailbox only to find a check for big bucks. You're thinking, hey, this could be my lucky day. Well, if you get a check in the mail that you weren't expecting, it's probably not your lucky day. In fact, you're probably about to be the next victim of a scam. Did you know that scammers may not initially ask you for money, but instead they give you money? Asking you to deposit funds into your account is the first step of many financial scams. At Nebraska State Bank, we're here to help and protect when someone is trying to make you their next scam victim. Nebraska State Bank.
Jackson Browne. His latest called Cleveland, or actually My Cleveland Heart. That's off his new album. It's really good. You might want to pick it up. We were just talking off the air. There's not as many artists that there used to be that are still making music that are, that we play music from the 70s, and Jackson Browne's still making music today, which is great because he sounds just as good as ever.
He does.
And that's his latest work for you. Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold. They're closed today, but they'll be open later on this week, and I would imagine they're really gearing up for Sork.
They are gearing up. In fact, they're gearing up so much that they've got some Sork souvenirs in the store.
Oh, good.
So if you're headed over to the Sand Hills Open Road Challenge, check it out for some Sork memorabilia and souvenirs. They even carry Sork race stickers, such as a sticker of the actual race route. So check it out at Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold. They're going to be open this week, and they'll be ready to welcome you in for the Sand Hills Open Road Challenge activities, which will kind of center around Arnold for the most part this week. So check it out. While you're in town for the race, make sure to stop by Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts. It is a historic destination barista bar and gift shop in a renovated, beautiful historic building right there in the heart of Arnold. Baked treats are available any time of the day, and breakfast burritos are great to grab to curb your hunger. And they have delicious drinks for you to enjoy, hot and cold. Also, their Dark Canyon coffee and Piper Leaf teas are available for purchase now. So you can have the crew make you a wonderful drink while you are in, or grab some to take home with you to keep the flavor going at home or at work. It's all at Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts. They're in Arnold, Nebraska, and they're open Tuesday through Friday, 8 to 5, and open on Saturday from 9 until 3.
Hello?
Yeah, Jeremy, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Did you get some gardening done this weekend?
No gardening. Trim some trees, though.
I knew you'd be doing something.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy, what song? I really love that song about Garth Brooks that you played Thursday when I helped you with Party Line. How do I find that song? I want to play it for Christy because I want to patch up with her a little bit. We kind of got off on we were getting along so well, and then last week this whole Garth Brooks thing came along, and I wanted to play that song for her that you played last Thursday.
Okay, let me think. I'll try to figure out what song. It's by Tim Wilson.
Tim Wilson.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Is he a hot new country star?
No, I don't think so. I think this was honestly one of his only recognizable songs over his whole career.
The reason I'm laughing is I'm familiar with Tim Wilson and some of his music.
Yeah. Was that in the playlist, or did you pull that up on the internet?
I pulled it up on the internet. I can come do that for you. Do you know how to do that?
You know the answer to that, Shipe.
Oh, I think I could do it, but I don't want to mess up the Facebook Live feed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just you can just open another tab.
Yeah.
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 And what if I accidentally close the Facebook tab?
You'll be fine as long as you don't
click the
end the
X.
stream.
What's that, Jeremy?
Just don't click the X.
Well, I know what you're saying, but it seems like if there's something that can go wrong, I'll make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Just preface it and let everyone know what you're doing, and then if the video ends, then you're okay.
All right, we'll give it a try.
All right, bye.
Thanks.
Oh, Tim Wilson.
Yeah, he's
a funny guy.
It's a cool song, and I just get to that in just a little bit. Before we do that, though, I would like to talk about how well will you hear the song when we play it.
Yes.
I don't know for sure what's going on at our house. I'm going to wait until we quit using the air conditioner and the window and the fans, but I think Joan and I might be due for a hearing checkup.
Really?
Yes.
All right. Well, here's a place to go. That would be to visit our good friend Roxanne, a board-certified hearing instrument specialist with over 30 years of experience right here in Broken Bow, Nebraska, at the Nebraska Land Hearing Center. And right now, through the rest of August, they're running kind of a Beat the Heat special. Free hearing evaluation, free extended warranties on new hearing aids, never buy batteries again on new rechargeable hearing aids, and extended discounts for both Hearing's Summer Special as well as Buying Local. So check out some of those specials going on through the month of August. And the best way to find out is you got to call. So here's the number to do so, 308-384-3852. Make your appointment today at Nebraska Land Hearing Center, 308-384-3852.
All right. Thank you very much.
I don't know if I've heard some of Tim Wilson's stuff before, but I don't know if I've ever heard that one.
Well, Jeremy played it last week, and I thought it was excellent. I hope Christy enjoyed it, and I hope that Christy and I will continue to
hopefully the fences have been mended.
Live in harmony.
Yes.
We'll take a time out and continue with these words.
Rise and shine.
All right. The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an Auto Owners Insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Ask Universal Insurance in Broken Bow if Auto Owners makes sense for you.
Barney Health Mart, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy, invites you to save during the month of August on these allergy products. Benadryl 24-count tablets are $4.99. Health Mart brand Allergy Relief 30-count tablets are $9.99, or get 90-count for $16.99. Children's all-day allergy for indoor and outdoor allergy relief are $6.99. Varney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
We're excited to continue back to school savings at Bo Bootery. We've gotten the red pen out and marked 25% off in-stock athletic shoes and 20% off socks. Can you believe it's time to head back to school? We wish all the kids the best as they get back to class. Oh, and how could I forget? Come save 50% off summer shoes and sandals, too. Whew! There's so much to save on at Bow Bootery on the square in Broken Bow.
827. Let's talk about Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership. Looking for some help.
Yes, they are. They have a position available for an infant-toddler temporary cook. This is a 40 hours per week position. It's in Broken Bow, starting pay $11.36 per hour. You must have a high school diploma or equivalent, a valid Nebraska driver's license, and a working phone. They would prefer prior experience working with food, cleaning, and infants and toddlers. Also, you would be in charge of purchasing food and preparing meals, responsible for cleaning classroom, dishes, laundry, etc., and would work a minimal time in the classroom with children ages 6 weeks up to 3 years old. For an application, you can contact CNCAP Human Resource Department at 308-745-0780. The extension is 0. Or you can apply online at their website, which is simply centralnebraskacap.com.
Thank you, Brent. Thank you so much. Harmony, that's what we're after in this world.
Hey, there you go. Harmony.
Harmony, harmony. Speaking of that, you ever have hominy and grits?
No, how we went from harmony to hominy. No, I don't think so. I don't think I have. Again, it goes back to what we've been talking about. I'm not an adventurous eater. I'm just not. I mean, it's pretty much the basics for me. Meat, potatoes, a vegetable.
Have you ever had, well, you lived in Arkansas.
Yes.
Do you have grits?
Never had grits, no. I will tell you what I kind of got hooked on in Arkansas, though, and I'd never had it before we went there, okra.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. I liked it. Took me a while because I'm like, never had okra. And I'm one of those guys, if I've never had it, it's just kind of hard for me to take that first step. But I did, and I enjoyed it. I liked it.
I found grits to be, how do I want to put it? I don't want to knock it because some people love it. I think it's what you put on the grits, maybe. They're kind of bland, or I thought they were. We ate them in a restaurant in Mississippi.
I see.
You could have breakfast and grits with your breakfast. And, I wanted to try it. I think maybe some of the folks probably put something on their grits maybe to spice them up a little bit. I'm not sure. But they weren't bad. I just didn't think they were like, blow you up surprisingly good.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never had them. I don't know.
Now, hominy, if I'm thinking correctly, we got on a kick on eating hominy at our family, at our house when I was a kid in the summer. I don't know what it was. We ate it quite readily for a few months.
At the risk of having our listeners laugh at me, what is hominy exactly?
Well, I hope I'm thinking correctly, but you slice it off and fry it. It comes in a kind of look like a Velveeta cheese package, and then you cut it off and fried it. Am I right on that?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Somebody will correct me if I'm wrong, but
yeah,
I know we've sliced off some stuff and fried it quite a bit there for a while. I thought it was hominy.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe this young lady will know.
Oh, who's coming in?
Joyce.
Oh, Joyce
from Runza.
Yay.
She'll know because she's expertise in lots of things, including cooking.
Not really. What's the question?
Does hominy come like...
what is hominy?
Does it come in like you slice it and fry it?
No. The hominy I've seen is in a can. It looks kind of, I'd say, like beanish. Like.
Oh, I'm totally off then.
Yeah. You're thinking...
Well, what are you thinking of?
Cornmeal mush, aren't you? Thinking of mush?
It could be. Could be mush. My mother... Well, she watches the breakfast show later on if she doesn't catch it live, so she'll get me corrected because we ate a lot of whatever it was one year.
But would you slice it off and fry it?
Mm-hmm.
That's probably mush. Cornmeal mush.
Cornmeal mush.
My dad used to really like that. That was always a treat to him, not to me as a kid. But
what did he put on that? Do you remember?
Oh, I think butter and maybe a little syrup sometimes.
Yeah, syrup. That's what it was.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for
But isn't
clarifying.
hominy kind of a kind of corn that's... I don't
See-
know, it's larger than corn kernels, but it's
Yeah.
Because we were talking about grits, and
Mhm.
grits is basically blown up corn, isn't it?
that I don't
They
know.
soak it in water, I think.
No idea.
I think they have to soak to get grits.
Mm.
Kind of makes it bigger. I'm sure people out there going, they know nothing. What are they talking about
A
it
lot
for?
of our listeners are just shaking their head right now. Like, you poor pathetic souls, Brent and Dave.
It's a form of entertainment for others, though.
And this all started off with Dave talking about how we needed to live in harmony.
Oh.
And the next thing you know, it moved
got
to
to
hominy.
hominy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
And earlier we were talking about going out the grocery cart and eating, trying out the fish, the
Sushi.
Sushi, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're a sushi gal?
Oh, yes. Have you haven't tried the sushi?
No.
Oh, my. Get out there. It's good.
We're going to go out.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's very good.
Do you like it raw or cooked?
You know, I never know really what I'm eating. Usually I have my kids pick it out for me, but it's all been good.
Oh,
so,
good. Okay.
yeah.
Well, we're going to go try it because we haven't done that. And I've been repeating this quite a bit because it was factual. It came in from CBS last week.
Oh, then it has to be factual.
Yeah, that
It was a study.
a study.
Yeah.
People that try new foods are willing to try new types of foods are more attractive to the opposite sex.
Oh. And so you guys are trying sushi? Is that where this is going? Okay.
Well, we think our wives might be more attracted to us, Shelley and Joan, if we would try new foods.
Well, you know, I read a study once, and it's been some years ago, but it said that women are more likely to try new foods. Men will always stay with the foods they know, but women will be more adventuresome with foods and try the new things.
That's what that study also
That's
said.
me.
Yeah.
I don't like trying new things.
Well, you're going to real soon.
Yes, I've
Have
been
sushi.
volunteered.
Yep. Oh, you'll like it, I promise.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, think of the variety that you have at Runza. I mean, the choices. Now, some of it would be new to people.
Oh, yes.
You know, as you offer and continue, your menu evolves. You don't leave it the same, right?
Right. Yeah, we bring in new features and take them away and so forth. I was just thinking this morning, my gosh, we're just not very many weeks away from soup.
Wow.
Isn't that hard to believe?
Yeah,
it's really
but-
going to be hard to believe on this 100-degree day, but
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the return of soup means the return of the chili cheese pig.
true.
Ugh.
True. And we have those pigs all year round on Wednesdays. But once the soup and chili is back, we have chili cheese pigs on Wednesdays, and we take that pig and put the chili on top with cheese. So
it's good.
you're not too many weeks away from that.
All right.
Yes.
Just the chili itself. I don't know, cheeseburger and chili. You just can't go wrong.
Yeah, True.
And
True.
you have other soup choices as well, or you will have.
Yes, we will have. Yep. And we don't have soup yet, I might say, but that's starting in a couple weeks. I was going to double check that date, but it's not far off. I do know that.
Yeah.
So, yep, coming up. But let's think about hot weather treats for a minute.
Yeah.
Just wanted to mention, of course, we all know that school starts this week, and we have a variety of great after-school treats that won't break the bank. We have those mini shakes, chocolate, vanilla, strawberry cappuccino. We have ice cream cones. We have ice cream dishes. We have sundaes. Our cookie dough sundae is real popular, I think, especially with kids with the cookie dough on it. But we all like cookie dough bits. We have that turtle sundae with chocolate caramel and walnuts. And of course, we have our big cookies. That's a cookie by itself. So lots of options for after school treats. And those ice cream sandwiches, you can't go wrong when you want to cool off and have a great treat. And today would be a good day for one of those.
It would.
Actually,
And-
this week, according to the forecast.
Yeah, all week long, and you can kind of let them set however you like to eat them.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you want them to soften up a little bit so they're not quite so hard to bite into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're good.
So lots going on as far as that going on. Wanted to talk just a little bit about the wraps, just because they're such a nice add-on to a meal. I see so many people, they'll order like a combo meal and then they throw in a wrap as an add-on. Just they feel like that meal isn't just quite enough. Also, they're a great after-school snack as well. And we just sell a lot of the wraps. But, of course, we have the ranch wrap, our most popular one. That comes, of course, it's a chicken strip in a tortilla shell. Then it comes with lettuce and shredded cheddar cheese and your ranch dressing. And then we have the buffalo, which is identical to that, except we add buffalo sauce. So again, you'll have your lettuce, your shredded cheddar cheese, your ranch dressing, and for a little kick, we add the buffalo. And then remember now, we have the BLT wrap. So we have those 3 wraps. And just as it says, bacon, lettuce, tomato, and mayo on that wrap. And it's been a huge seller. And, you know, if you are a vegetarian, that one can be made and leave the bacon off.
Perfect. All right.
So that has filled that need a little bit as well.
Ready to go. Whether it's hot or cold, you're ready.
We are ready, yes. Just I hadn't talked lately about burgers, but our feature for the summer has been the French onion burger, which has just sold very well. And of course, the star of that show is our French onion dip that is put on the bun for that. But then, of course, it starts with our fresh, never frozen hamburger patty, and then it has Swiss cheese, caramelized onions, Lowry's seasoning, and then, of course, that French onion dip. And that can be purchased also in a double. You can get a double French onion burger if you'd like, but that's been really, really popular.
Sounds delicious, but again, men tend to stay with what they have found that they enjoy, and I vote highly for the double cheeseburger with everything on it.
That's your vote? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is about your onions. They are so tasty. They really add a lot of nice flavor to the burgers.
Well, I would venture to say it's probably because every day we open a big bag of onions and we clean those onions and we slice those onions.
Chop them up fresh.
And chop them up fresh, yes. Very, very fresh. Yep.
You can tell. I mean, it makes a lot of difference.
Yeah, they haven't been sitting in a bag somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are very fresh.
Just like everything else.
If you see us crying sometimes, that's why. I walk by that table when they're doing onions and I just instantly cry. I can't handle that onion.
It doesn't. It
fumes or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they can be, onions vary in strength.
Oh, they do.
Too,
Some
don't
days
they?
it's okay, and other days it's not. Yeah. Brian, our new general manager, has purchased a pair of goggles, so he looks like he's, I don't know what you would say, going swimming or welding or whatever when he does onions. Yeah.
Well, if it works,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Well, I threw them on one day when he wasn't there, and they appeared to work pretty well.
And he's doing well. Brian's
very
doing
well.
good.
Yep, very well. Yep. Can't ask for any more. Doing fantastic. We are still looking for help, though. That's an old story. But now with school starting, if there's anybody out there that's just been thinking they'd like a few hours a week when the kids are in school and anything along those lines, come talk to us. We would like to have somebody that could just come in for some noon hours. Doesn't have to be a full day by any means, and it could be only school days. If you want to only work when the kids are in school and never have to worry about a babysitter or anything like that, you know, we can certainly work around that. Or if you have a spouse that's on the 4-on, 4-off with the plant, we can alternate and do that because we have a person that does that. So lots of different options.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about I know that well, let me just start by saying at the Custer County Fair last week, your shaved ice stand there was always someone, or even multiple folks, getting served from the stand. They just love that, don't they?
It was a busy, busy week out there. We had 3 trailers out there. We had one shaved ice trailer kind of over by the big flag.
Mm-hmm.
Over that direction. Yeah, that one we have open for several years. We were asked, like 4-H kids would say, why don't you have one in the daytime over by where we are?
Mm-hmm.
And so we started that a year or two ago. Maybe last year was the first year. And so we have that one open till about 5. And then at 5 o'clock we have one parked there east of the grandstand. And then that would open from 5 until the event was over. And then next to that, we had the limeade and cotton candy trailer. So, yes, it was a real busy week. Yes.
So how much longer are you going to be able to run those?
Well, the Broken Bow shaved ice trailer, which is like down by State Farm, or was down by State Farm, that one is done for the season.
Okay.
And I think we're done with farmers markets as well. There's still a lot of activities on the books, events. And so those trailers will still be going out through September to events. There was 3 or 4 events this last Saturday, and a lot of back-to-school events being planned that those trailers will be moving around for that. But
Late summer, early fall.
Yep, late summer, early fall. So
Okay.
some festivals as well. So
Okay.
still a lot happening with those. If anybody's interested on that, give us a holler and we'll see if the time slot is available for the trailers that are available.
Okay.
So if you're in Kearney, the big trailer up at the mall is still open for another week or two on a daily basis.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't know how you do it. I don't know how they do it, Brent.
I don't know either.
Runs shaved ice, all the other things you guys are in, foundation work that you do.
Yep.
I don't know.
We keep busy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Anything else?
I don't think so. Just if you're looking for some hours, come see us and we'll see what we can work out.
All right. Joyce, thanks for straightening us out on the hominy and all of those sorts of
Well,
things.
I
this
don't know
morning.
much about hominy. That's something Kevin likes. So
Mush.
on the few times he's in charge of the meal, he'll come home with a can of hominy.
Really?
And he eats it and I don't.
That always reminds me of when my mom would leave town, which wasn't often without Dad.
Yep.
But when she did go visit her sister or something, I always knew you would see him at the grocery store, and he'd be buying eggs, spinach, and sardines.
Oh, that was his, yes.
Sardines in a can.
There you
know?
go. Yes.
The wife is away. We're going to splurge.
Yeah, we're going to have sardines.
We'll take a time out.
Thank you.
Ansley Lumber and Supply is proud to be your full-service lumber yard. From premium lumber and top-quality building materials to paint, tools, and ag supplies. When you drop by Ansley Lumber, their crew is prepared to help you with your project. From the materials for building a house to the accessories and pieces needed to make it a home. Ansley Lumber hopes you stop by to talk to them about your dream project. Ansley Lumber and Supply, Main Street, Ansley, or call 308-935-1815.
Why buy alfalfa from AeroSeed? Experience. 70 years in the alfalfa business makes a difference. Their experience helps them find the genetics that offer alfalfa growers a true value. Genetics that offer top yields like L455 HD and exceptionally high yielding and high quality alfalfa with excellent digestibility. And Big Red 3, a high yielding winter hardy variety. The right seed properly matched to your management practices and growing conditions pays for itself, often with the first cutting. Quality seed pays, period. Visit aeroseed.com today to find the dealer nearest you.
Don't let falling behind on your spraying affect your yield. Now is the time to book fungicide and insecticide applications on corn and soybeans with Aero Aviation. Not only can you fight disease, but you can improve plant health at the same time, increasing yields. Easily control insects like grasshoppers, rootworms, beetles, and western bean cutworms with the help of Aero Aviation. Call Casey, Melissa, or Kim with Aero Aviation at 308-872-5113 to talk about your options.
Hi, this is Steph at Off-Broadway Assisted and Independent Living in Broken Bow. We have many beautiful and spacious apartments available now and would love to visit with you. If you are thinking it's time for a more secure and safe environment for yourself or a loved one, we also have a wonderful dining room with a great kitchen staff and many activities available for our community members. Also, just unveiled is our new virtual tour at offbroadwayapartments.com. We have pictures available on Facebook as well. For more information, call 308-872-2522.
It is 8:46. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show, and we have Brent Kirkpatrick with us with Lyons Appliance. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, it's been a busy summer.
Yeah, it has been. Things really haven't improved from an availability standpoint, but we are doing, I think, a good job of trying to keep as much as we possibly can in stock. And now we are going to be having a pretty good sale, I think, this week. It'll just be like the U-Haul sale, I guess, basically, or carry-out sale, however you want to say it. But we'll have lots of laundry. I've got some good-sized laundry that'll be available that I've just got a larger inventory of. And same thing with TVs, some like medium to large upright freezers, medium to small chest freezers. And what else? Oh, and grills. We got lots of these really nice grills still. The main reason for having the sale is I've just got inventory I need to move because next week I go to our next buy fair and try and load up again or see what kind of savings I can get to bring back.
Mm-hmm. And they can save money this time around by just hauling it themselves. Is that right?
Yep. That'll be the idea because I've got just a small crew. So if I overload us this week and next, then it's pretty hard for us to get that accomplished. But if you're wanting to carry it out yourself, I will be making you good deals, very good deals.
Okay. Save yourself some money, bring some family along, and
there you go.
Get it in and out of the house, and get that appliance that you've been thinking about. So this is a good way to do that. I'm sure this helps because you're busy all the time installing for people who are buying things and want it installed, right?
Yep. I'd say it is most of the time, our customer base is based around the people that just can't do it themselves or don't have the help, and we are very well versed in this process anymore. So, and we do a good job, we're looking to not put any scratches in anything by any means. We want it to look just as nice before we came in. So that's our main goal.
Well, I found out the hard way. When you pull a refrigerator through the door, you want to make sure that there's plenty of clearance because you can crack. There's a collector, plastic collector container that catches the condensation, I think.
Yep.
And this was, I think, just before you were there, or maybe you were with Matt at the time. And I pulled it through and cracked the...
a little evap pan.
Yeah. Found out how to use some glue and got it repaired. But if I would have had you guys do it, it probably wouldn't have been cracked.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying we're perfect, but we'll definitely take care of it, and make it right.
Well, you do it every day. So this rig here, this particular model, has got this sticking out, has this that we have to watch out for. We don't know that. So having it delivered is a real service, but you can save some money if you want to do it yourself.
Correct. Yep. This is a great opportunity if you're looking to upgrade some laundry or you want to get another freezer. I know we put up some corn like this last weekend.
Yeah.
So I know our freezers are chock full. We went over and picked some from a friend and went over to Mom and Dad's and we put up a whole bunch. So I know our freezers are looking pretty full right now, which is nice.
And some of these folks out there have been waiting to have their beef or pork processed. They've been in line waiting in the queue to get that done. I would think, some of that will start rolling back to the folks out there if they need some more freezer space. And maybe you don't want to take a chance that you can't get another one processed for a while. You might want to add another freezer.
Yep. Yeah. It's definitely a good opportunity to take advantage of that right now. Because some of that, like freezers, they just have not been consistently available. So I kind of go through weird spikes on them. But I've got a whole bunch of uprights and like medium to big and then like say medium to small chest. A large chest is like one of the hardest things for me to find right now, and I have yet to figure that out. Why that is so darn difficult for anybody to make for me. But
who knows why, right?
Yeah, I've yet to figure it out.
Yeah.
We do try and help you out. So if you're looking for a lot of capacity, we try and price our freezers based around cubic footage. So, you're paying for the space and not just the unit itself. So you can have like 2 10 cubic foot chests and equal up to that great big 20 cubic foot chest that you'd maybe wanted in the past.
That might fit better in particular places.
Well, and it's kind of like the old saying, right? Not putting all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
Too. So if something did fail, maybe you're not losing the whole kit and caboodle. You're going to be able to save some.
Yeah, maybe have that one on one circuit breaker and the other on the next, something like that.
Yeah, different circuits that can definitely help out.
It's a good idea. All right. Of course, then there's the TVs. How's the supply on those?
It's been good. And I know that's things that have been changing over the last year here. Prices are really taking off on TVs. I was not prepared for that. And I suppose that darn chip shortage and everything else, but I've got a good supply of them right now, and I'm still kind of holding on to some that we've been carrying a while ago with better pricing. So that's been the best part about those is I still have some that are good deals
while they last.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
Yeah. So don't delay. Get in and take a look, because a lot of these things you're talking about likely are not going to be. I know you're going to do some shopping while you're out there, but who knows what you're going to find for pricing right now?
Yep. When I made another order here about 2 weeks ago, and I saw that, and I'm like, oh, what happened here? Had to call my rep, and he's like, oh yeah, they're moving on us. So,
supply and demand. We just wonder what's going on with that supply and demand. It's hard to figure, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. And I don't know if I'll ever figure it out, especially right now.
You certainly jumped in. I mean, you've had some experience now. You've been there a while, but not something that you would have expected probably as you got into this business.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of speeding up the learning curve, I think, or at least I didn't think I'd have to worry about this.
Yeah.
Matt always did a great job preparing me for a lot of things. He's like, you're going to have to figure this one out on your own, buddy. I don't know what to tell you. I'd be learning it just like you would, he said. So, it's been challenging. I really don't know when this will get better. People can say, well, surely get better sooner. I'm like, I'm trying to be optimistic, but I don't know if it'll be sooner rather than later. But I think it'll be later on.
Well, you mentioned the chip, and that seems to be kind of the key, certainly for car dealers and for what you are selling. That all comes down to a little chip here and there, because everything's so computerized anymore. So
it is. Yep. We also do have. It's been still getting pretty warm. We still do have a good chunk of window air conditioners, and we do have some portable ones now. So the little ones you just kind of set out in a room and just leave it vent, go out to the corner of a window or out the corner of a door, which are really, really handy for some people that just can't get them up in a window or don't have a good way of doing that.
Yeah, there's places that you can't put them in the window, definitely.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're up. Maybe you don't want it upstairs where you have to move it up and down the stairs. That'd be a good replacement for that.
And the portable ones, it's almost like you have a couple of different features with that. So they are like a dehumidifier as well.
Oh.
So you do have that option, which is nice.
Real nice.
Yeah.
Because I think one of the earlier versions of the portables that they actually put water in the air years back, which really wasn't very efficient as far as making things cooler. So
yeah, exactly right.
All right, folks, you can stop in and take a look, and if you have family and friends that will help you, or if you're able to do it yourself, Brent's going to save you some money. How long is this sale going on?
We're running it this week only.
This week only?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, be a good time to take advantage of it. And also, before next week, too, if you're thinking that you're going to remodel in the near future, or even 6 months out, or going to build or something like that, this is a great time to stop in and talk to us before I go to that buy fair, because I can go there. I can look at maybe some other products if we need to look at something else, if you have something special in mind. But this is a great time for us to take advantage of that.
Good idea. Mm-hmm. If you're going to remodel that kitchen or you're building new, do some measuring and talk to you.
Yeah. We'll be happy to help them out and provide some ideas. If you're just not sure on what you want to go with. But this is a great time to take advantage of that, because we can make it a great package deal with something like this.
All right. By the way, thanks for your help and dispersal of the dilly bars at the Custer County Fair. That was fun.
It is. I'm always entertained by the dilly bars and the ice cream bars in general when people come around for them.
Yeah. Now, I would say, though, that it's not hardly fair. Your wife can deliver more dilly bars in one swoop than I can do the whole night. So I don't. She's got 2 boxes or 3 boxes at one haul.
I don't know how she does it either. It must be all that extra running that she's always doing.
Exercise, yeah.
She's actually getting ready to go do a half marathon this upcoming weekend.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, and then she's got another one. She's been really trying to figure out how to do this, but there's a 30-mile race later in September. She's going to pull that off somehow.
30 miles.
Well, a marathon's 26.
Yeah.
And
she wants to go 4 more miles?
Is this in state or out of state?
Pretty sure it's in South Dakota.
South Dakota?
Yeah. I think it's the Mickelson Trail, or something like that. I know this weekend is around Deadwood, I'm pretty sure. So,
wow. Yeah. Well, more power to her, but she can deliver deli bars. I'm telling you that. And you can toss them out pretty good too, Brent. And use the Lions Appliance freezer to keep them nice and cold, right?
It worked out really well.
Yeah. Well, thanks a lot. This week only, folks, Lions Appliance in Broken Bow, and they can find you easily in downtown Broken Bow. I know a lot of people are using phones anymore. Type in that address. What's the address?
Yep. Just lionsappliance.com.
And if you're, there you go. That'll get you there.
Hours?
Yep. We're open at 8:30 a.m., close at 5:30 p.m., Monday through Friday. And Saturdays, we're open from 9 to noon.
All right. Christy's your sales rep, right?
Yeah.
Just to kind of give you a heads up here, she's not really going to be very attentive this week or maybe the first part of next week. She's going to a Garth Brooks concert, and she's kind of over the top on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
she's really not concentrating on anything else at the moment.
So if you don't get what you want this week, call and we'll take care of you.
Got it.
Yeah, I think she'll do okay till about Thursday. So
and then she'll be completely checked out.
Yeah.
Good luck.
All right, we'll take a time out and check in with CBS News right after these words.
For those 62 years of age and for those that are handicapped or disabled regardless of their age, the Grand Generation Manor in Callaway has affordable housing available. An equal housing opportunity provider and employer. They're located at 200 South Grand Avenue in Callaway. The Grand Generation Manor.
Having computer problems? Don't take it out on your computer equipment. Call Mark Phillips with Central IT in Broken Bow, 872-6600. He offers computer sales, repair, and on-site service. Is your computer slow or infected with a virus? Mark can clean it up. Whether it's a home system or the networking of an office, Central IT is ready to help. From custom builds to individual IT products, Central IT in Broken Bow, 872-6600. Call Mark at 872-6600 for Central IT.
Whether you're training for a marathon or spending all day on your feet, foot pain and poor gait mechanics can really drag you down. Pearson Physical Therapy is offering free stride and foot pain assessments the week of August 16th through the 20th. See our full range of custom foot orthotics casted right here in our clinic and see how proper gait mechanics can help reduce your pain, improve your movement, and so much more. That's the Pearson Physical Therapy Foot Pain and Stride Clinic the week of August 16th through the 20th. Call 308-872-5800 to reserve your free 30-minute assessment.
Keep the clutter away by switching from paper statements to e-statements. Bruning Bank wants to help you reduce unnecessary waste and earn $15 when you switch your account to e-statements. Our user-friendly website offers a safe and secure way to view your statement anytime, anywhere, and even faster than ever. Earn cash with a simple switch. This promotion is open to current and new Bruning Bank customers. Learn more at bruningbank.com or visit your nearest Bruning Bank location. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KPVN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. The UN issues a stark warning to drastically reduce carbon emissions now, or wildfires and catastrophic flooding will get worse. Report Chair Lee Ho-sung.
It shows that climate change is affecting every region on our planet.
Mert LaBounty of Niagara Falls, New York, thrilled he'll finally be reunited with his girlfriend who lives in Niagara Falls, Canada.
This is my whole world. I feel like a better person when I'm with her.
This morning, Canada reopened its border to fully vaccinated COVID-negative American citizens. Brittany Commisso is the first of 11 women to file a criminal case against New York Governor Cuomo. She told CBS and the Times-Union she took action when she heard him deny claims of groping and sexual harassment.
He thinks that he's untouchable. That was the tipping point. I broke down. I said, he's lying. I felt like he was personally saying it to me.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
In Major League Baseball games of note, the Phillies shut out the Mets 3-0 behind Zach Wheeler's complete Game 2 at shutout. Philadelphia sweeps the 3-game series from New York. They've got a 2-game lead on the Mets now in the NL East, and the Phillies have won 8 straight. Braves get by the Nationals 5-4. Atlanta is 2 back in the NL East race. Rays over the Orioles 9-6, while the Red Sox fell to the Blue Jays 9-8. So the Rays are now 4 up on Boston in the AL East. Giants beat the Brewers in Milwaukee 5-4 in a battle of division leaders. Tommy La Stella's RBI pinch hit single in the 8th inning broke a 4-4 tie for San Francisco. Dodgers beat the Angels 8-2. LA still 4 back at San Francisco in the NL West. White Sox are up a 3-game sweep of the Cubs with a 9-3 victory. Astros fall to the Twins 7-5. Houston's lead is now 2 on Oakland in the AL West, with the A's beating the Rangers 6-3. Oakland now percentage points up on Boston for the number 1 wildcard spot in the American League. And the Padres shut up the Diamondbacks 2-0. San Diego holds the number 2 wildcard spot in the National League.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, expecting hazy sunshine. Do pick up a slight chance for a late-day storm developing with high temperatures into the upper 90s. Then for tonight, a chance for showers and storms, low as 63. We're back to a good deal of sunshine on Tuesday, upper 80s for highs. For Wednesday, a plentiful sunshine up to 94. And Thursday, still sunny skies, upper 80s. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
News and weather was brought to you today by Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow. As we transition from prep season to watering season, Custer Electric and Irrigation wants to remind you of important offerings that set them apart. They are once again offering free FieldNet and NFTrax demos for this growing season. Demos are limited, so call today to reserve your pivot control or set of NFTrax. Want to skip the demo and buy? Custer Electric and Irrigation recently installed 4 radio bridges that allow the service area for telemetry and FieldNet to expand where you may not previously been able to get it. These bridges also mean cheaper annual subscriptions, so talk to Lance to see what he can do for you. In need of tires but don't want to upgrade to NFTrax? Custer Electric has 11.2 by 38 tires on hand and ready for your pivots. Finally, is your pivot leaking more water than irrigating? This is your reminder to not settle for second best on sprinklers. Update your sprinkler packages today for install before service season. For all this and more, call Lance at 880-1507. Check them out on Facebook or at custerei.com. Custer Electric and Irrigation. Experience the difference.
75 degrees outside here at Broken Bow. We'll call it a sunny sky. Still hazy out there, and they're telling us it's going to be hazy all day today. So it's kind of different out there as usual, because it's been that way for a couple, 2-3 weeks now, it seems like. Brent Apperson is with me. He is a new man, Kirsten. He's going to be trying sushi in the very near future, and he's very excited about it.
Very excited. You've never tried it yet?
No, I've never tried sushi.
I haven't either.
This has kind of become a topic now for some reason on the last few shows. I'm not an adventurous eater.
Oh.
Just not. And Dave volunteered me this morning to go eat sushi.
Well,
so
I think
guess
it's
I'm
very
going
good.
to.
You like it?
Yes.
Yeah?
I do like sushi.
So, all right, before we get into business here, what would you, for a guy who's doing, trying sushi for the first time, what do you have a suggestion?
California roll.
California roll.
Try that one. It's
okay.
Basically the fake crab meat in it.
It's crab meat.
Yeah.
I
so
like crab
it's
meat.
very conservative.
Okay. That's what I want to hear right there. I need it to be conservative to kind of get started. I'm so glad you came in. Okay. California roll. All right. I'm going to write that down. Okay.
And I'm gonna try the raw sushi.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good because Kirsten, here's the thing. We got this CBS study last week that showed that people who try new foods, are willing to try new foods, are more attractive to the opposite sex, or in our case, hopefully our wives. So we're hoping that if we expand our food horizons, that will be more attractive to our spouses.
I don't think I've ever heard that before.
Yeah.
Well, you heard it here on The Breakfast Show.
Yeah. But it was an actual study.
It was a study.
It really was an actual study.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
And also, as Joyce mentioned earlier, women are more likely to try new foods than men.
Mm-hmm. That I believe.
Yeah. It was in that same study.
That's interesting. I guess I've never thought of that because I love trying new foods.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, there you go. We just have to expand and become more experimental with life, Brent.
Yeah, well, you're kind of volunteering both of us to do that, so can't wait.
By the way, Kirsten is here to talk about activities at Ideal Realty LLC.
Good.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's a great day to be in real estate.
Yes.
There you go.
Right.
There we are.
Well, you've been busy, and it sounds like continuing to be so.
Yes, we've got a couple listings coming up on the market. We've got a lot of buyers still looking, so I guess we'll go right into a couple listings that we've gotten recently. I just got a listing over in Sargent. It's 202 North 1st Street. It is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. It's on a nice large corner lot. The main level has a living and dining combo and also a kitchen. Updates in this one include the heating system, the roof, gutters, and the windows. All those range somewhere between 2012 to 2016, so they're all fairly recent. It does have window AC unit, and the basement is unfinished. It does have spray and insulation, and it's outside access. This home has lots of potential. It would make a great rental, maybe a downsize property, first home if you're looking to make some equity in a house, because it is a little bit of a project on the inside, but all the big pieces are definitely there on this property, like the roof, the windows, the gutters. It's vinyl sided, so everything's there. It just needs a little facelift on the inside, and it'll be a great equity building home or rental, whatever you want to do with it.
Sounds like a real opportunity, depending on which way you want to go for yourself or for that rental possibility. So if you got the big things done, you can fit the rest together.
Yes,
Yeah.
the finishing work is just kind of your own thing, but having those big pieces done is very important. It makes it a lot easier to make it your own.
You bet.
The next one I wanted to talk about was 411 North 12th, and that's here in Broken Bow. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home. It's also on a large corner lot. It's got an attached deck and a very oversized 4-stall attached garage. If you're wanting space to park vehicles or toys or something like that, or you're mechanical in any way, this is a great property. It's a very large garage. Storage space, got lots of it, obviously. Walk into a gorgeous formal entry. It's got a beautiful staircase that goes up to the top level. Large living room, a beautiful kitchen that's got some updates, that's open to a dining room, that opens out to a gorgeous deck. Very great location. This property's in a great location. Got a couple updates, still enough that you could come in and do your own thing with it. It's a great little family home, great location, just off Memorial Drive, about a block, not far from North Park School. So
Good location.
Yes.
A couple pluses there. A corner lot is nice. You have a little more room. And the large garage, I think we've seen people actually buy property because of the garage. If you have,
Yes.
because they have a lot, like you say, if you have a family that likes to have a couple extra vehicles or toys or boats or motorcycles or whatever, sometimes that takes priority actually over the house, because they can work on the house and expand it if they want to or fix it up. But that garage is there. It's a pretty big deal.
It's nice to have a garage, especially in our Nebraska weather.
Yes, exactly. All right.
Whether it's cold or hail.
Yep.
We never know which one we're going to get.
Good point.
If you don't put too much stuff in the garage, you can get your car in there.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a good point.
See,
too.
this one has the room for your stuff
Right.
and the cars.
Oh,
So
now that's a bonus.
That's a
Yes.
big bonus. All right, check that one out.
our last listing here is on Paulson Road. It is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, gorgeous acreage just on the edge of town. It's a farmhouse style. It's also got an oversized 2-stall detached garage and a nice sized shop. The main level has an eat-in kitchen with oak cabinetry and a nice sized living with a dining room. There's a master bedroom on the main level that also is accompanied with a full bath and laundry combo on the main level, which is also nice to have. Upstairs, there's also an additional sitting room and 3 bedrooms. It's also got a nice walk-in closet up there. So again, lots of storage in this old farmhouse. There are underground sprinklers. It's vinyl sided. And there's an unfinished basement that also has a full bath down there. So there are 2 bathrooms. And this sits on 2.3 acres there on the edge of town. So this is your acreage that everybody's looking for. And it's offered to you at $299,900 there on the edge of town. And it's move-in ready, gorgeous little farmhouse there. Space to spread out, whether you want animals or whatever you're looking for. There's space out there. It's really the acreage everybody's looking for. So I would get in today if you're interested, because I think this one's going to be going quick.
Yeah, I was going to say that same thing. That sounds like one that's not going to be around very long because of all the things you've mentioned there. Just being on the edge of town and having that space, being able to do different things out there. If you have dogs and pets and so forth, that's always a plus there too. So
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. We also have a couple more coming up. So if you check out our website, goidealrealty.com, that's where you can keep up with those. But with that, I would like to talk a little bit about buyer's agency. Because we are getting a couple more listings, I like to bring out that aspect of buyer's agency. It is honestly the ideal real estate transaction to have two agents involved, where you have a buyer's agent and a seller's agent. There's lots of benefits to this. So buyer's agency basically creates a little bit of separation between your buyer and your seller, and between your buyers and your seller's agent. So both people in contrast. You get confidentiality when you have your own buyer's agent. They will help you with your financing. Like myself, I do a lot of buyer's agency. I know the markets in the area. That's my specialty. I work in it every day. So I like to help inform you about what's going on, and I can help you make the best decision. I work as a communicator, and I schedule everything between sellers, between banks, between inspectors, between title companies. There's so many aspects that I help schedule with, and that a buyer's agent can help you do. I'm also an emotional barrier, so I help create that barrier between buyer, seller, so you're not doing the direct contact with them. I am, and I will remain professional no matter what we're going through, because sometimes there's hiccups along the way in real estate. No matter what, there's always hiccups in life, but that's what a buyer's agent is there for. So there's lots of benefits to having a buyer's agent.
Yeah, I can see where that would really be good on both ends. And you mentioned all the different things that have to be taken care of. A lot of us don't even know how to make the list. If we want to buy or sell, what all do we need to do? And you guys do this all the time, so it seems like maybe that would be a stress saver, time saver, and just keep things clear.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, and questions, I answer any and all types of questions. I'm there every step of the way, whether it's a buyer or a seller. It's just a great separation and great tool to use. When you can use a buyer's agent, it's very, very good too.
Mm-hmm. We always mention, because we've been taught by talking to folks like you, that if you're out there and you're thinking of buying, you want to go see your banker, your lender first, to see what kind of buying power that you have. What can I borrow, right?
Correct.
What do I need to have ready to put down, if that's the case? And so that's something I think that really speeds things up too, doesn't it?
It does, especially in today's market. As a buyer, there's quite a few buyers still out there. It has slowed down a little bit, but you still want to be ready to buy that perfect home if you find it. So having the financing is very beneficial to you by being ready when you do find that property.
Now, you're probably going to go out and look at a home and say to the seller, this looks good. I've talked to the banker. I think we're okay. Probably need to check back with the bank. But all that conversation has already been held, rather than go look at it and say, well, I'll need to go talk to the bank and see what they can do for us. Already knowing ahead of time really speeds things up. And also, nobody likes surprises when you've got your heart set on something, right?
Yes. Yeah, so basically, if you come in without that pre-approval, it might take you maybe a week or two to get that. So it's definitely beneficial to have it in hand. That way you do get that property and it's not taken out from underneath you while you're at the bank.
Right. One of the things that you mentioned along the way with your conversation here this morning was the website. And I know these properties are coming and going pretty quickly. But on the ones you mentioned this morning, will those be available on the website to look at?
Yes, these are all available on the website. I believe at least one of them does have a virtual tour at the moment. Okay. We're working on getting those on. So go on goidealrealty.com, and there should be a little virtual tour button. Depending on if you're on mobile, you'll have to scroll down a little ways. But if you're on desktop, it'll just be on the right-hand side, and go through and basically walk through the properties.
Yeah. If there's folks out there who have been thinking this might be the time to sell our property for whatever reason, because the market is pretty brisk, maybe a little slower than it was, but still very, very good. Do they talk to you first as far as the selling side of things, if they want to kind of have a conversation about that?
Yeah, if you're thinking about selling and you just got a couple things you're not sure about, that's definitely something we're willing to do. Give us a call, kind of give us an idea of where you're at, and we can help you get ideas to get to where you want to be to sell, whether it's maintenance or some small projects you want to do at the house, or whether you just don't know exactly where you need to be legally. Sometimes there's title issues and stuff like that, or ownership stuff. We're there to help with all of that. So if you have questions, we can definitely try and send you in the right direction or give you some advice.
All right. And Mo's mentioned before, and you may have as well, there are little tricks to selling a home, staging a home, making sure that you don't have some favorite color of wall that was fine by you, but probably might not be a favorite of the majority of the people walking in, those sorts of things, maybe some carpet and those sorts of things that they could talk about. Is it worth it to do this work? Will that affect the sale price, right?
Correct. Yep. We are happy to help and give as much advice on that stuff as we can. The biggest tip I've got for that is grays right now. People like gray and white.
Gray and white.
Gray and white.
That's what my wife's putting on the living room wall as we speak, is light gray.
Nice.
Yeah, it is very popular, and it's something that people can go a lot of different directions with.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. That's all the questions I have. Do you have any, Brent?
No, I don't think so. I do have a question, but I don't know if you can answer it.
Okay, I'll try my best.
Okay. I know that there are people who will purchase homes, and then I guess the term is flip them or whatever,
yes.
Do some work and then resell or whatever. Has that become more popular because of the television shows? I know this sounds crazy, but in all seriously, has that become more popular because of all of these TV shows that are showing that?
We have seen a couple of people look into I call it to HGTV it, which it's a good way to make a few dollars here and there if you do it smart. But we have seen a couple people doing it, so I mean it's normal. It's another business, I suppose. But we do see some people out there doing it, and it's not a bad venture. You just got to know what you're doing.
Yeah, there you go. Brent and I would be good examples. We're not going to be flipping houses.
That's correct.
What?
No.
I think radio's your guys' specialty.
When I was growing up, I don't know if I even really knew the concept. You know what I mean? But now you turn on the television, and depending on what channel you're on, and people are doing it all the time now on TV. So I was just curious if that maybe has filtered into the mainstream and other folks think of doing that now.
Yeah, we do see it every once in a while, and I watched it myself all the time as a child. So
might be why you're in this business.
Yeah, probably.
One of the things we do want to remind you of is that they do kind of fast forward things. So when you watch the show,
just a little bit.
That's a good point. Yeah, and they have sometimes they have a whole crew coming in to knock something down and build something back up.
And you might not see the whole crew.
That's a good point.
During the show. But still, there are a lot of people that love to do that, and they make some money at it, and it's good for communities.
It is. It really helps the communities to keep everything up and going and keep everything looking beautiful here in Broken Bow. We do have a nice little town, so we do like seeing those people that will come in and tear up a property that needs it and really get down to the dirty stuff and make it look new again.
Fix it up. And our surrounding communities, you see a lot of that. people are enjoying living in even smaller communities that we have around here, fixing up homes. And so it's a good thing for everybody. Well, thanks for coming in. We were going to throw Mo under the bus this morning. We don't have time for that.
Don't you love it how he says we?
Yes. Yeah,
we were going to do
It was
that.
all-
No, it was Dave was going to do that.
Oh, did I say we?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
See what I go through?
Yes,
this
I
is what I
do.
go through all the time. His ideas become we ideas. And it's like, wait a minute. Well, where did the we come from?
I think he's throwing us under the bus.
There you go.
Oh,
yes.
We have run out of time. We'll take a time out. Thanks, Kirsten. Appreciate you coming in.
Thank you.
GK Wine and Spirits would love to see you walk their aisles to discover some great deals like these. 18 packs of Busch Light, $18.98. 18 packs of Keystone Light are only $14.98. 4 and 6 packs of Kinkade Brewing Company beers are $7.48. 750s of Absolute Vodka, available in 8 varieties, are $19.98 each. Or try Blue Chair Bay Rum at $16.98. GK Wine and Spirits. Inside the grocery cart, Broken Bow.
Do you check your Google search results regularly? You should. People often get their first impression of you or your business online. Negative comments on the internet can impact your life and your livelihood. Take control of your online reputation. Get your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com. It may reveal negative posts from an ex-employee, upset patient or client, news article, legal issue, or even exposed personal information right there in your Google search results. Uncover what's lurking on the internet about you with reputationdefender.com's patented scan and get your free reputation report card. Or for immediate assistance with your reputation, call 800-401-6681. Our cutting-edge technology helps make your Google search results look their best. Call 800-401-6681. That's 800-401-6681. 800-401-6681. Or take the free scan at reputationdefender.com.
924. Brent and Dave with you here on The Breakfast Show. One more thing we want to talk about, actually a couple more things. Quality Senior Villages. We want to highlight the fact that we are so fortunate to have Quality Senior Villages in Custer County and here in Broken Bow to serve a need that's very specialized.
They're a great care facility that does specialize in taking care of those who are battling through Alzheimer's and dementia. So if you're interested in their services, whether it be in their facility or even some of the services they offer outside the facility, we encourage you to call them today, 872-6387. That's 872-6387, Quality Senior Villages in Broken Bow.
All right, we haven't talked about it too much this morning. We certainly will be reminding you throughout the week of our coverage of 2021 SORC activities, and they'll start checking in as early as tomorrow in Arnold with their automobiles that will be racing in one race or another or all three. And that takes place out at the Smith Farm just on the west edge of Arnold, Nebraska. They'll start that tomorrow. They're hoping to get a few more cars through on Tuesday because there'll be a lot of them coming in to tack in for the loop-to-loop that's raced on Thursday. So they're trying to kind of divide it up a little bit and not have quite so many cars just on one day. So Tuesday and Wednesday will be tech checks out at the Smith Farm. Wednesday, they're going to be having a 4-person golf scramble out at the Arnold Golf Course. Anybody's welcome to enter that. It's a $50 entry fee, and you can call Ron or Gary. Ron at 529-2665 or Gary at 636-8456. Check it out on the line if you miss those numbers, and give them a call and get involved in the golf scramble. On Thursday, it's the Loop-to-Loop Open Road Race from Halsey to Purdom and back. Curviest road in the world, and the drivers love it. They're learning to drive on it, and makes for a good time for everybody. We'll be at the start line on Thursday morning, broadcasting right here on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com. And the guys are going to go up and video stream that start for you as well. And then on Friday, the 1 mile shootout. They actually race 1 mile and half mile. And that is south of Callaway, between Callaway and Cozad. And they'll have breakfast in the morning to get everybody out and going. The road closes at 7:30, and so you have to get in there before 7:30 to be able to see the race. And then once you're in there, you can't leave till the races are concluded, which is okay because it will be exciting. And the spectator seating is provided. They'll have a grandstand there, or not grandstand, bleachers. Someday maybe they'll have a grandstand. Yeah. I don't know. And that's 12 miles north of Cozad. Or you can, of course, go to Callaway and drive till you get there. You'll know when you get there. And that is on Friday. And the guys are going to be having that on the radio and on live stream for the first time ever. We went out and tested on Friday. Thank you, Great Plains Communications, for making a connection available in the middle of the country. And it is a fantastic connection. So we're excited about it. And we're also working with some young guys that are going to be providing some drones that will be integrated into the broadcast. So you'll be seeing the cars go by. You'll be able to see them above the track. So it's going to be quite an event. And maybe 210, 220 mile an hour cars. We'll wait and see. Somebody might break the record, Brent.
You never know.
Then, of course, on Saturday is the Sandhills Open Road Challenge, which starts on the north edge of Callaway near the water tower there, and goes all the way to Highway 2 near Dunning and back. And we'll be doing that live for you on both ends, start in and turnaround end. And that will be on KBBN. And, of course, the live video stream will be at the start line, as it has been for a while now. And then on Saturday night, they'll have a banquet and awards, and there's some things along the way, like the parade on Friday, the burnout contest, all that will be on Friday. They'll stop in Callaway on Friday to have lunch. Just check it out. There's a lot of things going on for you to be involved in on the 2021 road races. And Brent's going to be the MC this year at the awards.
Yeah.
So, gosh, if you
look forward to that.
Go over and heckle him.
Yeah, you bet. Come on over.
Be a heckler.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're going to have a dance afterwards on Saturday as well. Don't forget about the chicken noodle supper on Friday at the Catholic Church.
Very good.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah. More to take in. Just check it out online. Go to their website. Listen to the radio. We'll be covering it this week. Then, it's race week, so on Sunday, we'll be going to Dawson County Racetrack in Lexington and doing a live remote broadcast before the races start, talking with Chad Dolan and all the drivers that he can round up for us to visit with before the races on Sunday evening. And you can get in there at 3 o'clock. And racing starts at 6. We'll be broadcasting somewhere around 3:30, 4 o'clock, I imagine, and getting everything set up for that. So it's race week. And then school starts also for the kids this week.
Yes.
Some schools, not all of them.
Yeah. And fall sports practice started today.
Uh-oh, it's going to be a hot one.
Here we go.
Everybody getting excited about football again then.
Yep. Yeah,
Right.
Football, volleyball, cross country, girls golf. Everything officially gets started with practice today.
Okay. Summer has flown by. There's still some summer left, but once school starts, we go into the fall mode. And the days are getting shorter. And when we're hot and tired, it won't be quite as long before it cools off. Trying to look at the bright side.
There you go.
After we have our sushi, we'll be new men.
Oh, can't wait.
We'll take a quick time out.
The Exchange in Arnold is ready to feed you. With hours of 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. anytime, you can swing in and find something delicious. They serve breakfast daily from 6:30 until 10, and make sure you go in and check out the lunch specials too. They have fresh made Piccadilly Circus pizzas and subs, and their 1/3 pound burgers are hand patted. Of course, snacks are there too, with fresh baked cookies, chocolate chip cookie bars, cinnamon rolls, muffins, and snickerdoodle cookies at the Exchange in Arnold.
Lines Appliance in Broken Bow invites you through their doors as Brent is ready to wheel and deal.
With major brands like Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, and KitchenAid, you can't go wrong. They want their inventory gone to make room for their new models arriving soon. And if you are willing to carry it out, the savings will be even more. Prices are low and the savings are high. It's Let's Make a Deal at Lyons Appliance in Broken Bow.
You didn't make it where you are today by simply making do. Status quo, not on your farm. You work harder and smarter because numbers mean everything. You demand more from your equipment. Greater throughput, leading efficiency, intuitive technology. When your bottom line is the top priority, one brand delivers the numbers you deserve. Brighter Solutions, built by Kloss. From the moment the first seed is in the ground, your days until harvest are numbered. Each day, every decision leads to your bottom line. So when it comes to harvest, rely on the only combine built to deliver the numbers you deserve. The Kloss Lexion gives you the quality, efficiency, reliability, and precision that make every minute count. Go ahead, let the numbers drive you with a Lexion Combine built by Kloss.
9:33. 9:33 is your time. Now, this weekend, the mobile food pantry is coming to Mason City. And they'll be at the Mason City First Baptist Church, and they'll have a drive-up situation. So they'll just bring you a box of food. So we'll talk more about that this week. And also, won't be long that Brent will be doing shows, really big shows, with boosters.
Yeah, next week, actually. In fact, we'll have the Anselmo Myrna Booster Club, I think, coming in on the breakfast show next Monday to visit about their event that they've asked us to be a part of. And we've been working with several years now with the Broken Bow Athletic Booster Club with their kind of fall sports kickoff that they like to do. So those will be both coming up next week. The Anselmo Myrna one will be at FUBAR in Anselmo on the 17th of August, and then the Broken Bow Fall Sports Kickoff will take place at Kincaidor on August the 19th. And so we'll be out there live. We'll encourage you to come on out and join us, and we'll be talking more about that through the week and certainly once we get into next week.
All right, my sushi friend, let's wave goodbye.